I'm stronger than you, boy.
Also, older.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Ben 10 villains. For this list, we're looking at some of the best villains to ever clash with the wielder of the Omnitrix throughout the classic Ben 10 timeline. We'll be considering factors such as how powerful they are, their accomplishments, as well as the impact they've had throughout the franchise. Which Ben 10 rogue do you think deserves a spot on this list? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Darkstar. This Ben 10 villain is as ugly on the outside as he is inside. While he appears like a nice guy at first glance, Michael Morningstar, aka Darkstar, is quick to reveal his true colors as a selfish and manipulative villain.
What is all this stuff? Some of my dad's plumber's gear? I brought it over from his headquarters. I could take you there later if you want.
We'd all like to see it. It'd make my day.
Basically an energy vampire, Darkstar is constantly on the hunt to drain people of their life force just so that he can retain his youthful appearance. As arrogant as he is, Darkstar's power is no laughing matter.
Your energy is like nothing I've ever felt before. When it flows into me, I feel invincible. From the moment I touched you, Gwen, I knew I'd found the only girl I'd ever need.
Along with superhuman strength, magic, and the power of flight, Darkstar's hunger for energy is seemingly insatiable. It's even been implied that he can absorb the limitless power of a celestial sapien.
If you can reach your Omnitrix, maybe Alien X. No! If he absorbed all of that power, nothing could stop him!
Eventually, I'll have it all anyway.
Number 9. Zombozo. Whether he's literally draining people of their happiness or threatening loved ones, this cruel clown will use whatever methods necessary to accomplish his goals.
Howdy, folks. Are you ready to laugh? Perfect. You're gonna knock 'em dead.
While he may not be the strongest villain around, Zombozo makes up for this with his shrewd intellect, clown-themed weaponry, and the ability to draw strength from people's happiness and fear.
Soon I'll be taking my act to the big cities. Millions of people laughing for me, feeding me, making me stronger.
Zombozo also does not hesitate to use his enemies' fears against them, as he took full advantage of Ben's fear of clowns to terrify him into submission.
Now don't tell me you're afraid of old Zombozo.
If there is one lesson Ben learned from his encounter with Zombozo, it's that the only way to beat a monster is with an even scarier one. Number 8. Charmcaster. While technically Gwen's archenemy, Charmcaster is more than capable of taking on both Tennysons by herself. Ironically named Hope, Charmcaster quickly became corrupted under the influence of her sorcerer uncle Hex.
Charmcaster, I've been waiting.
Major jailbreaks aren't exactly easy to pull off, you know.
You will show me respect, my dear niece, or you will suffer the consequences.
Along with her signature ability to summon stone golems, Charmcaster's bag of tricks also includes firing blasts of magic energy, teleporting, levitation, encasing herself in magic armor, as well as transforming into a dragon.
Magnus Stupidrato!
In later years, Charmcaster not only managed to become the ruler of the magical realm Ledger Domain, she is also the only villain to take the lives of Ben, Gwen, and Kevin.
Ben! No!
While their demise was temporary, the fact that Charmcaster did something that even the most powerful beings in the universe failed to do is certainly worthy of praise. Number 7. Eon. How exactly do you beat someone who literally has time on their side? As an alternate evil version of Ben, Eon will stop at nothing to rule the universe, even if he has to destroy all of time and space to do it.
If I cannot rule the cosmos, then I will be the one to destroy it!
Thanks to his chronokinesis, Eon can travel through time, fire time rays that reduce anyone or anything to space dust, as well as travel to alternate Earths, where he creates chaos on a multiversal level.
Our paths are intertwined in this and every other timeline. It's over.
Eon's also proven to be quite the strategist, as he managed to outsmart his rival and fellow time traveler Professor Paradox.
I've been deceived. Stop! Stop! He's using your power to open a breach!
Much like the original Ben, Eon doesn't know when to give up, as even when he's defeated, he always finds a way to come back. Number 6. Zscair. It doesn't matter whether he's a ghost or an alien that just looks like a ghost. At the end of the day, Zscair is still terrifying. As the High Ecto-Lord of the Anur system, Zscair is a cruel and ruthless tyrant that would just as easily harm his allies as he would his enemies.
You fool! That little pest could ruin everything we've planned. Do as I say, or you shall be the focus of my wrath.
As an Ecto-Nurite, Zscair's powers include flight, possession, intangibility, telekinesis, and he also becomes virtually unstoppable while in the darkness of space. After his DNA is accidentally sampled into the Omnitrix, Zscair's mind gets trapped as well.
When the sample was taken for the Omnitrix, I was trapped inside. But now, I can reveal my true self.
When Zscair finally manages to break free, he begins a personal vendetta against Ben. Even though Ben has defeated and even destroyed this evil phantom multiple times, Zscair always comes back to haunt him.
I live! Ghost freak!
Master, all is prepared for your return.
How can this be? I saw him fried with my own eyes!
Number 5. Albedo. Albedo may not have started out bad, but his arrogance and sense of entitlement quickly changed all that. Originally the assistant to Azimuth, the creator of the Omnitrix, Albedo eventually turned on his master when he refused to give him an Omnitrix of his own.
Save it, I know. Albedo, my former assistant, built an inferior copy. I warned you that there could only be one Omnitrix.
From there, Albedo spiraled down the path of revenge, where he eventually lost his true form, becoming trapped in a negative version of Ben's body.
Proximity is creating a bioenergy feedback. No confusing those two now.
Along with creating his own Omnitrix, Albedo also invented the Ultimatrix, a superior device that lets certain aliens evolve into ultimate versions of themselves.
That's right, Tennyson. An ultimate that's a saurian. I can change into ultimate aliens, but you can't.
With his superior intelligence and the power to turn into anything Ben can and then some, Albedo has more than earned his place as one of Ben's most dangerous enemies. Number 4. Dr. Animo. If you look up mad scientist in the dictionary, chances are you'll find a picture of Dr. Animo right next to it.
Get out! You're disturbing me. Looks like you were disturbed long before I got here, pal.
Not only is he one of Ben's most recurring foes, he also has the honor of being his first official nemesis. A brilliant yet twisted scientist who specializes in genetic experimentation, Dr. Animo's inventions can transform normal animals into mutant monsters and even resurrect extinct species.
Observe!
After years of experiments, Dr. Animo perfected his abilities to the point where he creates himself a mutant gorilla body and even develops the power to control his mutants telepathically.
I see you brought help. You're going to need it.
Ironically, it was actually Ben who indirectly inspired Animo to become a villain, making their relationship a little more unique compared to some of Ben's other villains. Number 3. Malware. Being born different isn't always a bad thing, unless you're Malware. Due to unforeseen complications that he suffered during his creation, Malware became corrupted and hostile to everyone around him.
Malware, an incomplete mechamorph. Its life code interrupted, corrupted during creation.
Unlike his fellow galvanic mechamorphs who bond and upgrade technology, Malware's corruption lets him absorb technology to upgrade himself instead. Malware's even capable of absorbing the life energy from other mechamorphs, making him the sole predator to his entire race.
Your friends have only delayed their fate. But as for you, your journey ends here.
Among the many horrible things Malware has done, his rap sheet includes helping to create the Omnitrix, trying to devour a planet, and possibly worst of all, destroying Ben's favorite alien feedback.
Though I am here for Azimuth, I wish to destroy him with his most precious creation, the Omnitrix.
As a result of the latter, Malware was one of the few beings in the universe that made Ben feel genuinely afraid. Number 2. Agrigor. This intergalactic sociopath was bad news even in his base form. Along with being a master tactician that could outsmart even the most experienced plumbers, Agrigor's Osmosian powers allow him to absorb the abilities of other aliens and make them his own.
One day, a stranger came to our world with the amazing ability to absorb matter and energy, much like your metal friend here.
An Osmosian? Doubt it.
Lying is not the way of my people.
Under the right conditions, Agrigor can completely and permanently absorb alien beings, a feat he accomplished with the 5 Andromeda aliens to become Ultimate Agrigor.
That's because my plan succeeded. The aliens are all in me.
In his ultimate form, Agrigor possesses super strength, invulnerability, flight, as well as magical immunity. In terms of overall threat level, Ultimate Agrigor was so strong that even with the power of the Ultimatrix, Ben was never able to beat him.
Is that the best you can do? Because I didn't feel a thing.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. The Forever Knights, an organization of knights dedicated to wiping out all aliens from the Earth.
Leave the Earth immediately or be destroyed.
What are you talking about? I'm a plumber. I live here.
Heaven 11. Before he was Ben's best friend, he was one of his worst enemies. Mav Riedel, an intergalactic outlaw wanted in 12 star systems and banned in 27 others.
How you done, baby? You gone made me mad. My boys mean everything to me.
Dagon, an extra-dimensional demonic entity with godlike power. The Hybrid, xenophobic aliens that tried to wipe out all other alien races from the universe. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Vilgax. Originally the nemesis of his grandfather Max, Vilgax turned his sights on Ben after discovering he had the Omnitrix.
You cannot run. You cannot hide from me. I will find you, and when I do, I will retrieve my Omnitrix and destroy you.
For years, the Conqueror of 10 Worlds has pursued Ben with the intent of destroying him, claiming the Omnitrix, and ruling the universe. Every time they clash, it takes all of Ben's power just to drive him off. with every loss. Vilgax simply adapts and develops new strategies to defeat Ben. Over time, Vilgax has augmented himself with cybernetic enhancements, stolen the powers of several alien champions, and even used an alien time bomb to eradicate every Ben in the multiverse.
It's designed to wipe other timelines from existence.
Which one?
All of them.
For his unrelenting nature and the sheer lengths he goes to destroy Ben, Vilgax more than deserves the title of Ben's #1 archenemy.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.